have to go live yet, or you can if you want, but I'm not going to start yet. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Well, good afternoon and welcome to Southwood County Football Stadium and Merriwood Conference football action as the Marathon Red Raiders will take on the Wisconsin Rapids Assumption Royals. I'm Tom King. Thanks for joining us here on Zaleski Sports, and we look forward to a good one in our first of two games here tonight from this facility. Wisconsin Rapids and Stevens Point will square off at a Valley Football Association clash later, playing for the River Jug, and we look forward to that one. But first up, it's Merriwood Conference football action. Both of these teams coming in here tonight 2-1 on the season. Marathon with wins over Rib Lake Prentice and Rochold, and also a loss to Stanley Boyd. And Rapids Assumption with wins over Necedah and Pittsville, and a loss to Pepin Alma. This isn't the only game going on. There's lots of football action on a Friday night around central Wisconsin. And before we get into that, we'll listen to a prayer and also to the national anthem.
Father in heaven, we ask your blessings on the game we are about to play. Thank you for the opportunity to compete and to bring out the best in each other. Please keep everyone safe from injury, harm, and disrespect. For our athletes, coaches, fans, and officials, give each of us the charity, humility, and courage to play, coach, cheer, and referee in a manner which is pleasing to you, giving our absolute best for your glory and honor. Saint Michael the Archangel, pray for us. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. Now, if you would, please remain standing and join in the singing of the national anthem today, as it is performed by Alexis Walton, the mother of Joey Moyer.
Oh, say, can you see riding on early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, who thrust bright star through the perilous fight, o'er the rampart we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sing that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, the national anthem completed, and we'll get set for football here. Wisconsin Rapids Assumption won the toss here tonight and deferred to the second half, so we will see Marathon to get the football first here tonight. Marathon led by their junior quarterback, Cooper Hooksma, and most of the rushing will be handled by senior Matt Annis and also
Number 14,
senior Hector Pintor.
Underwood.
Tyler Underwood and Parker Mathwick will also get some of the carries in the rushing attack as well. Wide receivers, look for Annis, Underwood, Mason Seehafer, and Pinter to catch the passes from Hooksma.
Number 44,
Our game is brought to you in part tonight by Fleet Farm. If you need fall cleanup supplies, get it all at Fleet Farm. Check out all their deals on mowers, carts, power equipment, grass seed, and more. Get everything you need in one stop. Get it all at Fleet Farm. Also by Key Savings Bank. Unlock the best home, auto, commercial, and personal loans in the Rapids area at Key Savings Bank. No matter what you're financing, Key Savings Bank has the personal touch to put you at ease. Dream big with small rates at Key Savings Bank. We mentioned this isn't the only game going on here in the state of Wisconsin and around central Wisconsin tonight. DC Everest is playing at Marshfield in a Valley Football Association clash. And as we mentioned, Stevens Point will be here against Wisconsin Rapids in the second game here tonight at Southwood County Stadium. Also, Wausau West traveling north to Kingsford, Michigan for their game tonight. Wittenberg-Burnhamwood's at home against Amherst. Edgar playing at Rochold. Iola Scandinavia traveling to Abbotsford. Loyal's at Colby tonight Nakusa at home against Manawa. Medford playing at Lakeland. Merrill at Anago, and Mosinee at Ashland in Great Northern Conference play. Oconto Falls playing at Northland Pines. Pittsville's at Stevens Point Pacelli. Rhinelander at Hayward. Riblake Prentice at Webster. Stratford traveling to Shiocton tonight. Tomahawk at Crandon. Waiawega Fremont at Spencer Marshfield Columbus, and Auburndale playing at Hurley. It is a sticky night, although there is a breeze, but the sun has just broken through. We're expecting some possible rain later tonight, but we should be able to get this game in without any rain. And with this turf facility here, it shouldn't be a major problem anyway, I wouldn't think. But it is a warm one here tonight. The officiating crew is wearing shorts, and most of the coaching staffs are as well. Wisconsin Rapids Assumption in their blue uniforms with the white numerals. Marathon in white jerseys, black pants, red numerals. And Marathon's going to get the football first. So we'll get a look at the Wisconsin Rapids Assumption defense to start here tonight. They are still gathering on the sideline, getting set to get out to kick this one off. Neither one of these teams with a huge roster. Rapids Assumption, though, like we saw with Stevens Point Pacelli in the game I did against Edgar, not a lot of players, so you have to expect a lot of these players will play both offense and defense and special teams as well. And on a hot night, you got to stay hydrated. Hopefully that hydration started a couple of days ago and keep the cramps away. So Assumption trotting out on the field, and we'll get set to go. Marathon with a couple of players back deep.
Kicking off for the Raiders will be number 22.
Looks like that's Mason Seehafer back there, along with Matt Annis.
For the Raiders will be Matt Annis and number 20, Mason Seehafer.
Kicking off for Rapids Assumption. Looks like that's Mason Kubis, who will handle the kickoff duties. And we're set to go. Looks like there's a slight breeze blowing from the south end zone. Not much, though, at this point. Sun is out. The turf is clean, and we're ready to go. Here's the kick. It's a good one. Going to be fielded at about the 11-yard line by Seehafer. He brings it across the 15, the 20, avoids one tackle, and then he's going to be stacked up. Can they bring him down? They will at about the 25-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 Marathon from their own 25.
Yard line where the Marathon offense will take over.
This Wisconsin Rapids area around the high school has been so developed in the last few years. You've got that beautiful new baseball softball complex just to our, what would that be, east? And you've got the ice arena right next to the football stadium, and looks like there's a major renovation going on at the high school as I drove past. Marathon will run with two receivers to the left, and out of the pistol they throw it out in the flat. They've got a man, but it's incomplete. As Huxman was trying to get it out to Annis out in the flat, and it's incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 for Marathon. They huddle up and will come to the line. Cooper Huxma, junior quarterback for the Red Raiders. He's going to hand it off inside, and this is Pintor, and he's going to be dropped in the backfield for a loss. One of the Royals
For a short loss on the play.
slicing in there. That looked like it was Bryson Drollinger on the stop in the backfield. Going to be 3rd down and 11 now for Marathon. Ball resting at the 24-yard line. And they want to throw. They've got a man wide open. It's caught at the 29 and falling down, going to be short of the 1st down. Got it out to about the 32-yard line. Completed pass to Tyler Underwood. Picked up about 7 on that. It's going to be maybe 8. It's going to be 4th down and 3. So they line up to punt, and the Royals will drop back Ryan Shaw to receive this punt. Snap is good, and the punt's a good one. Booming wobbler, fair catch called for at the 27-yard line.
Tyler Underwood on the punt, Ryan Shaw on the fair
Good
catch.
punt by Tyler Underwood for Marathon, and Rapids Assumption will get their first crack at the apple here with the football for the first time, and they'll have a 1st and 10. Looks like they're going to mark it at about the 27-yard line. First and 10 for Wisconsin Rapids Assumption. Wide receiver wide to the right. And they're going to hand it off inside, and not much doing, falling forward. Positive yardage out across the 30 to the 31. On the carry was Nick Leberg, the senior.
Nick Lieberg on the carry.
Lieberg on the carry picks up a couple. Maybe we'll give him about 4 on that. So call it 2nd down and 6. Another inside handoff. Not much there. That was Lieberg again.
Bringing up 3rd down for the Royals.
And they quickly come back to the line. Not going to waste any time here. 3rd down and about 3. And they hand it off inside. No, the quarterback keeps it on the fake. They run the option. They've got the 1st down and more. And knocked out of bounds at about the 46-yard line on the pitch to Manny Schultz. And they pick up 1st down yardage.
Nice game to Manny Schultz, and that's an Assumption Royal 1st down.
Picked up about 13 on that for Manny Schultz. And they come back to the line. First and 10. They're going to hand it off inside this time, and this is Lieberg breaking tackles, carrying tacklers down into Marathon territory.
Nick Lieberg up the middle for a game of 7, bringing up 2nd down and 3.
Picked up 7 on that. 2nd down and 3. Quickly to the line. Lieberg again. This time, they hand it off and pitch it actually to the left side. Nice fake inside to Lieberg, and they got the ball that time to Cade Stats.
That's another Assumption Royal 1st down.
Going to be another 1st down for Rapids Assumption. They quickly come to the line. 1st and 10. Man in motion, they run the option again. Now the quarterback's going to keep it, and he's going to get dumped back at the 40-yard line. Jack Klutt on the carry.
Bringing up 2nd down.
And going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. They say he got back to the line of scrimmage. Ball is marked at the 39-yard line. Going to be 2nd down. No gain on the carry for Jack Klutt, the quarterback. He comes under center again. They run the option again. Klutt keeps it, and he gets hit hard as he gets it down inside the 34 to about the 31, maybe. Pickup of 3 on the carry that time.
Jack Klutt again on the carry, bringing up 3rd down for the Royals.
3rd down and 7. And Assumption running that quick strike offense. They look to the sideline. The play signaled in from the sideline, and they get back to the line quickly. If you're on defense, you're going to have to be on your toes here tonight. 3rd down. Inside handoff. This is Lieberg again. Puts his head down, battling for yardage, and he's going to get the 1st down. I think he got it down inside the 30-yard line.
We have a flag on the play.
But there's a flag down. Sideline warning against Wisconsin Rapids Assumption. So that's going to be enough for a 1st down. I think they picked up about 8 on that. Lieberg unofficially with 21 yards so far on 4 carries. 1st down for Wisconsin Rapids Assumption as they get down to the 29-yard line. Now they run the option again. They pitch it outside. He's got some room. Out on make a stiff arm, and he makes it, breaks a tackle, goes down the sideline. Flag flies in, And it's going to be a touchdown for Wisconsin Rapids Assumption, but let's see what the flag's all about. Cade Stotts took the pitch on the option going around the left side. There's 2 flags down. That's usually where you see a hold. So that's probably coming back. .6:55 to play here, first quarter, no score. Opening possession, or make that the first possession for Wisconsin Rapids Assumption. They sent Marathon 3 and out on their first possession. That's going to be against Rapids Assumption. They're going to mark it back to the 30.
That'll once again bring up another first down.
First and about 11 now. They marked that off from the point of the infraction. First and 11 for Rapids Assumption. Man in motion. And they missed the handoff, and the quarterback's going to keep it. Can he get around the corner? Klott is going to get it and lost the football, but it goes out of bounds. He got it down to about the 25. That was a busted play as the handoff could not be accomplished, and Klott had to keep the football. He took it around the right side and down to about the 25-yard line. Pickup of about 6 on that. It's going to be second down and a long 4 here for Assumption. Man in motion, inside handoff, and once again, that's Nick Lieberg. Takes it down inside the 20-yard line and up for a first down.
Another Assumption Royal first down.
Picked up about 6 on that. First and 10 for Assumption. And the ball down at the 17-yard line of Marathon. They are methodically moving it down the field here. Looking to score on their first possession of the night. This time they run the option again. Klott keeps it and dives back inside. Got it down inside the 15 to about maybe the 12.
Klott on the keeper.
Picked up about 5 on that. Going to be second down and 5. They get right to the line of scrimmage. They line up, and then Klott looks to the sideline, and now we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. Looks like there's an injured Marathon player going to run off the field under his own power. That's Parker Mathwick, the senior. Like he maybe got kicked in the shin or turned an ankle or something. He's limping off the field.
In the game for the Raiders, number 3, Daniel Lakua.
So Assumption comes back to the line. First, make that second down and 5 from the 17. Inside handoff, Lieberg cuts back and gets it down inside the 10 to about the 7. Pickup of 5 on that.
Lieberg on the keeper. Once again, that's another Assumption Royal first
And that's
down.
just enough for a first down. First and goal now for Assumption with the ball on the 12-yard line. Make that the ball on the 6-yard line. This time they hand it off to Lieber. Puts his head down. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin Rapids Assumption Royals. They get on the board first here. A methodical drive down the field. And Nick Lieberg will score from 6 yards out to give Assumption the 6-0 lead pending the extra point. 13-play drive here for 13-play drive for Assumption, and they will look to kick the extra point here. Mason Kubis will attempt to kick it. Snap is good, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 7-0 Wisconsin Rapids Assumption, 5:01 to play first quarter. We'll take a break. You're watching Rapids Assumption Marathon High School Football on Zaleski Sports.
Wisconsin River Orthopedics has been providing comprehensive care to Wood County for over 50 years. We offer urgent care for orthopedic pain and injuries, joint replacement, along with focused sports medicine care from evaluation to rehabilitation. Our facilities offer a spacious rehab center to get you back to doing what you love most, along with the latest technology in our ambulatory surgery center and a comfortable open MRI. Stop living with pain and limited range in your joints. Turn to Wisconsin River Orthopedics and get back to the way life is meant to be.
And we're back here at Wisconsin Rapids. The field is at Lincoln High School, but this is Wisconsin Rapids Assumption football taking on Marathon in a Merriwood Conference matchup. Assumption on the board first. They lead at 7-0. after a methodical drive capped by a 7-yard run by Nick Lieberg. And it will be Marathon's second chance to get the football here. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Our game brought to you in part tonight by Nasonville Dairy. They're, of course, the sponsor of our post-game show as well. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your cheese curds from Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield, Curtis, or NasonvilleDairy.com.
Number 22, Mason Kubis, the kickoff.
Kubis will kick off again here for Assumption. 5:01 to play here, first quarter. On a beautiful night for football. The sun is shining. There's a nice breeze. We're expecting some possible rain showers later. So Marathon with a couple of players back deep. And it's going to be a little squib kick. Going to be short. Oh, a big hit. Fielded by Marathon. He's able to grab the football. Lucky that ball didn't come out. Rapids tried to catch Marathon sleeping, and a good job by Marathon's Cody Radke, the sophomore, and he got popped just as he caught that little squib kick. It gives Marathon pretty good field position here. Assumption tried to catch Marathon sleeping there, but Marathon was up to the task and recovered I don't call it an onside kick, but it certainly was a squib kick to the right side. I guess you would call it an onside kick. It popped up in the air, and Radke caught it, and he got popped right away, but he held on to the football. So 1st and 10 Marathon. They're going to mark the ball at the 43-yard line of the Raiders, and that's where Marathon will begin this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Marathon sends their quarterback, Cooper Hooksma, to the sideline to get the plays. Not quite sure what the delay is. The delay is here. They've marked the football, but they're taking all kinds of time. Hooksma is still on the sideline. Now he comes back to the dugout. The referee is meeting with a couple of his officiating partners. Are they thinking that maybe that player called a fair catch? I didn't see a fair catch signal. If he would have caught a fair catch, if he would have called a fair catch, then that hit would have been illegal. But I don't think that he called a fair catch. He didn't have time. He was surprised the ball was coming to him, and he just was concentrating on catching the football. Marathon head coach Ryan Winkler wants an explanation. I think that's what they're talking about, that thinking that maybe Radke called a fair catch and that there should be a penalty on that play, but I'm not sure that they're going to win that argument. The ball is marked at the 43-yard line of Marathon, and that's where they will start with the football. So the Raiders come back to the line. Hooksma working out of the gun. Takes the snap, he'll hand it off. This is Pinter up the middle, breaking tackles, and still on his feet. He's going to get first down yardage into Rapids Assumption territory at about the 47-yard line. Hector Pintor just put his head down, went right up the middle, and picked up about 11 yards. It's going to be a first down for Marathon. Ball marked at the Assumption 46-yard line. Now we get another whistle, and the referee coming over to the sideline of Wisconsin Rapids Assumption. They already have a warning. They want to run some time off the clock here. Apparently the clock hadn't started when it was supposed to. So they're going to, I don't think that's what they wanted. Okay, they got it down where they wanted. Okay. And they're going to run a counter play this time, running into his own man and then getting tackled after a short gain. On the carry for the Raiders was Parker Mathwick. A little counter play, but he ran into his own blocker originally, and then he got dropped after a short pickup of maybe 2 on the play. Both of these offenses run A lot of misdirection, counterplay fakes. Rapids Assumption runs that option. And Marathon's going to send 2 receivers wide right this time, slot left. And hooks him out of the gun. He wants to throw this time. Straight drop, he throws. He's got a man open. It's caught. Down inside the 40, inside the 35. Breaking tackles and then dragged down at about the 26-yard line. That's going to be a first down and more. On the catch was Tyler Underwood.
Nice pass completion as Cooper Hoeksma, number 11, completes the pass.
It's going to be a pickup of 18 on the pass and catch.
Sets up another Marathon Red Raider first down.
And it's a first down for Marathon in Rapids Assumption territory at the 26-yard line. They're trying to answer here after Assumption marched it right down the field and took the lead. They lead here 7-0. And Hoeksma wants to throw again. He's got a man. It's caught, immediately hit, and knocked out of bounds. Short gain.
Hoeksma complete again, this time to number 7. Matt Annis on the
Annis
reception.
caught that one.
Number 2, Matty Schultz.
And a pickup of about 5 on that. Second down and 5 at the 21-yard line. Manny Schultz on the stop for Rapids Assumption. .246 to play here in the first quarter. 7-0. Assumption with the lead. Marathon splits out 2 men wide right. Slot left again, and Hooks wants to throw again. He rolls out. He's got all kinds of time. Now he throws it down. He's got a man going to be incomplete, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see what that's about. Pass interference possibly, or defensive holding. The flag flies in at about the 10-yard line. Pass was incomplete.
The indication is a hold.
Going to be defensive holding against Rapids Assumption, and that'll give Marathon the football down at the 11-yard line.
The penalty will result in a first down.
First down for Marathon as well at the 11. They can get a first down at the 1. They send 2 receivers wide to the left. Hooks him out of the gun again. He wants to throw, throws it out in the flat. He's got a man. That's Annis. Gets a block. Dances past one tackler. Gets it into the end zone. That's a touchdown for Marathon. It should be a touchdown. They haven't signaled it yet. He dove right into the cone. The official got caught out of position there. Are they going to call him down there?
On a very nice game.
Oh, you got to be kidding.
First and goal for Marathon.
That official was out of position. That was a touchdown. He dove right into the cone. I mean, how can that not be a touchdown? But they put him down at the 1-yard line, or inside the 1. The one official got caught out of position on that one, and he was not in a position to make the call. That should have been a touchdown for Marathon. Instead, they mark him down at the 1. It's going to be first inside the 1. It's going to be first and goal from there. But when you should have the touchdown on the board, you'd like to have it. You don't have to run more plays and risk fumbling the ball or having penalties or whatever the case may be. Should be able to punch it in from here, but things can happen. Tight formation. Annis out of the Wildcat. He's going to take it in the end zone. So he'll get the score anyway, this time on a 1-yard run. And Marathon pulls to within 1. It's 7-6 Assumption now, pending the extra point. A minute 24 to play first quarter. Marathon looks like they will go for 2 here. And they will. Hooks him up. Out of the gun. He's going to hand it off. Pinter right up the middle. Powers in for the 2-point conversion. And that gives Marathon the lead by a score of 8-7. We'll take a timeout, come back with more. You're watching Rapids Assumption Marathon football on Zaleski Sports.
If you lose direction, you can grab my hand. I'll be the one behind you to say no one-man band. Just follow your dreams and keep your promises.
We're all different, but we all want great health insurance. See why we're rated #1 in service, coverage, and affordability in Central Wisconsin.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
Tom King back here at Wisconsin Rapids as Assumption will get the ball back here after Marathon marches it down the field and scores. And with the two-point conversion, they have taken an 8-7 lead over the Royals with a minute 24 to play in the first quarter. Our game brought to you in part by Rapid Sheet Metal. Nobody enjoys being without comfort. Time to plan for the summer months ahead. Give the pros at Rapid Sheet Metal and Heating and Cooling a call for furnace and AC service in Wisconsin Rapids. They'll be there rapidly to figure out and take care of the trouble, and they'll get the comfort working again rapidly. Call Rapids Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling, 715-301-0256, or you can visit them online at rapidssheetmetal.com. One of our great sponsors here on Zaleski Sports. Marathon getting set to kick here. And it's a line drive going to be fielded at about the 15-yard line across the 20, the 25, the 30, across the 35, and out to about the 37-yard line on the carry for the Royals. Joey Moyer, the senior. And it's 1st and 10 Rapids Assumption from their own 37-yard line. Jack Klott, the senior quarterback, brings them back out. Merriwood Conference football here tonight. Game one of a doubleheader in this facility. Here's an inside handoff, powering ahead across the 40 to about the 43-yard line. Trying to see who that was. I think it's Lieberg again, but let's see. Yeah, Nick Lieberg on the carry. And Assumption quickly back. 6 yards on the carry for Lieberg. And they're going to hand it off again, try the right side. That's first down yardage and more. Lieberg into Marathon territory at about the 48-yard line. Pickup of about 9 on that. Clock moving quickly down to the end of the first quarter here. 35 seconds remaining. Rapids Assumption will get back to the line, get another play away here. Quick hitter inside. No, they run the option this time. Klott keeps it. The ball's loose, and who's got it? Looks like Marathon has it. They do. Klott's going to cough it up. He got hit as he ran that option play. Got hit, and the ball came out and was recovered at about the 41-yard line. On the recovery for Marathon was Ethan Hale, and so the first turnover of the game. And Marathon gets the ball back here with 24 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Marathon takes over on their own 41-yard line. First down.
So Marathon with the lead, and now the football back. They throw it out in the flat, and Annis took his eye off it and dropped the football. That was an incomplete pass, I think. Are they going to mark that ball? They're going to say that was a backward pass? They are. They're going to mark that back to the 37-yard line. So that's going to be a loss on the play. That was a live ball, and the ball is marked all the way back to the 37-yard line.
4 yards on the play, setting up second down.
Loss of,
And that
was a loss of
brings us to the end of the first
close to
quarter.
5 yards on that, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Marathon leads it here 8-7. You're watching Rapids Assumption Marathon, Merriwood Conference football on Zaleski Sports.
Snow piles up quickly. Remove it just as quickly with Kubota subcompact and compact tractors. Our #1 selling tractors are built to take on winter with front and rear mount snow blowers, blades, and rotary sweepers. Get select Kubota subcompact or compact tractors for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months and save $1,000. See your local Kubota dealer today.
Your local Kubota dealer is Chili Implement, located 1 mile north of Highway 10 in Chili.
And we're back here at Southwood County Stadium as we get set to start the second quarter of action. Our game is brought to you in part by Stone Innovation. Get your next countertop island or stone wall from Stone Innovations. They specialize in the fabrication, design, and installation of a great variety of stone products. For residential, commercial, or public structures, look to Stone Innovations at stoneinnovations.net. So Marathon with the football, facing a 2nd down and 15 after that loss on the backwards pass. Marathon was able to move the ball through the air. Now they're going to throw again. Hooksma wants to throw. He wants to throw deep. He's got a man behind the defense, and it's going to be incomplete. The receiver could not adjust. The pass was a little off the mark, but once again, the receiver, Mason Seehafer, was behind the defense, and they just couldn't connect. He could not adjust to coming back and get the football at around the 40-yard line of Assumption. Just the second incompletion for Hooksma tonight. He is 4 out of 6. Going to be 3rd down and long now, 3rd and 15. And they're going to run the pitch to the outside. They're going to try to get Annis around the right corner. Cuts it back, and he's going to be dropped short of the first down. They got it out to about the 45-yard line.
A pitch on the play to number 7.
So a pickup of about 7 on that. But it's going to be short of the first down, and it's going to be another punting situation for Marathon. Well, let's see if they want to punt. Looks like they are going to bring the punt team in with the ball on their side of the 50-yard line. 4th down and about 6. And they will line up to punt. Dropping back deep for the Royals is Ryan Shaw. Snap is good, and it's a line drive. Now it's going to start floating a little bit. They're going to let it drop. It's going to take a Marathon bounce inside the 15-yard line and roll dead at about the 14. That's where Assumption will start. 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line. Second quarter just underway. Marathon leading here 8-7.
From their own 14-yard line.
We look ahead for these teams. Marathon plays Abbotsford next week, a home game next Friday night. And Assumption will travel. Actually, they host Iola Scandinavia next Friday night right here. But a lot of football to be played here yet tonight as Jack Klott brings him to the line. They're going to run the option. Now he's going to keep it, and now he's going to cover the football up. He fumbled the last time he ran that play. This time he covers it up and gets it out across the 15 to about the 17 for a short pickup. Maybe 3 on the carry for Klott. So Marathon couldn't do anything with the first turnover of the game as they recovered that fumble and went 3 and out. Assumption back to the line. They're going to hand it off this time, and a hole, big hole opened up, and this is Lieberg down the sideline. Or are they going to say he went out of bounds? Nice run by Nick Lieberg. Going to be a first down. Got it out across the 30 as he went down the near sideline. A big hole opened up by the Assumption offensive line that time. And picked up about 15 on that. They quickly get back to the line. Klott under center. They're going to run the option again. Now it's going to be a halfback option throw. They've got a man behind the defense. The pass wobbled, but it's still caught. And down the far sideline, it's going to be a touchdown for Wisconsin Rapids. Assumption. Into the end zone goes Ryan Shaw. Well, you'd rather be successful than pretty, and that pass wasn't very pretty. It was a wobbler and a floater, and the Marathon man was just a fraction of a second late in getting there. And Shaw was able to catch it and give Assumption the lead now 13-8 pending the conversion. So what was that, about a 62-yard pass and catch? Now we get, I believe, do we get a penalty flag? No, they hadn't marked the football yet for the conversion. Big play right there, and Assumption has the lead, 13-8. They'll run a two-point conversion here. They'll hand it off. This is Lieber, puts his head down. He's into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and a 15-8 lead here for Rapids Assumption. We'll take a break, come back with more. You're watching Marathon Rapids Assumption High School football on Zaleski Sports.
First things first with Midstate Technical College. Dual credit programs earn you college credit in high school. Then choose a path that suits you. Use your skills to start your career or transfer to a university to continue your degree. Choose a new career. Transition easily and quickly by upgrading your skills. Or continue your education with dozens of classes to get you on your path. No matter your stage of the game, your first move is Midstate Technical College.
Hi, this is Blake from MobileLink. I can tint your car, truck, or SUV. I even tint windshields with a film you can't see, but will reduce heat and glare by 43%. We've all seen those do-it-yourself tint jobs that turn purple and start bubbling all over. Not my work. Everything gets tinted by me and inspected before it rolls out the door, including a lifetime warranty. Call Blake at MobileLink to schedule your appointment today. 715-424-5432.
Catch made by Ryan Shaw. I've got it down for 63 yards. I think that's pretty close to where he threw that football. And it gives Assumption a 15-8 lead here with 9:51 to play in the first half.
Number 22, Mason Kubis going ahead and kicking off for the Raiders. Once again, back to receive, number 7, Matt Annis, and number 20, Mason Seehafer.
So Marathon will drop two men deep again, Seehafer and Annis, and Assumption will have Kubis kick off, Mason Kubis, the junior. And it's a squibber right up the middle, a bouncer. And it's going to be fielded at about the 22-yard line across the 25. Dancing, trying to get some room, and he's going to be swarmed under. Mason Seehafer fielded that ball. Got it back out to about the 20. Let's see where they mark it. Maybe give him forward progress to about the 29. And that's where Marathon will have it, 1st and 10 from their own 29-yard line. That was the first pass of the game for Assumption, and it was a halfback option. And they threw it 63 yards for a touchdown. Marathon comes to the line. Wide receivers left and right. Hooks him out of the gun, and we're going to get a whistle and a penalty. It might have drawn him offside with a hard count. Looks like Assumption jumped. Or are they going to call it procedure? You know, it's going to be encroachment against the Royals, and that'll be marked off a free 5 yards here for Marathon. 34-yard line is where they will mark the football. Out of the gun they come. Annis comes in motion. They're going to pitch it to him and try to get around the left side. And he's going to be met and dropped. Not much room there at all. And on a nice hit for Rapids Assumption, that was Joey Moyer who put the hit on Annis. Picked up maybe a yard on that. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage. Not much there at all. 2nd down. and 5. That's a slow developing play when you send the man in motion and then you pitch it and he's got to try to get it around the corner. He cut it back and Moyer was there filling that hole and just nailed him and dropped him for no gain. Inside handoff this time and powering ahead, close to first down yardage, but I don't think he got there. Hector Pintor, the fullback on the carry. They're going to give him a first down on that.
First down on the play.
They are going to give him a first down.
First and 10 Marathon.
So it'll be first and 10 Red Raiders at their own 39-yard line. And they're going to hand it off to Pinter again, and he is met and dropped. No gain. A couple of Royals were there on the stop. Looked like it was Gunnar Krause.
Nice tackle by number 44.
Moyer was in there. Gunnar Krause was in there as well. Call it no gain on the play. Second down and 10 for Marathon. Clock moving, 7:55 to play here first half. Assumption leading 15-8. He wants to throw, straight drop, throws it across the middle. He's got a man, it's caught. First down yardage and more, and then getting free down the sideline. One man to beat. Can he get to the end zone? No, he's going to be tackled at about the 10-yard line. On the catch was Daniel Lacroix. As he caught that ball across the middle from Huxma.
From the 9, so it looks like it's first and goal, Marathon.
About 56 yards on that passing catch. One of the defenders got there, but a tad late. And Daniel Lacroix, senior receiver. Now they try an inside handoff, powering down inside the 9 to about the 7. Pinter on the carry, picked up a couple. They're going to mark it at the 7-yard line. So both of these offenses have been able to get some things done here in this first half of football. Rapids Assumption leading 15-8. Marathon threading again here, down inside the 10-yard line. It'll be second down and goal from the 7. They want to throw, put it in the end zone. They've got a man at the goal line. He catches it, and he goes into the end zone for the touchdown. And on the catch for Marathon was Parker Mathwick.
Number 18, Parker Mathwick. And with that score, it brings it to Assumption 15, Marathon 14, with the try for point pending.
15-14, Assumption with the lead, pending the extra point here as Marathon scores again, a 7-yard touchdown pass. So the teams have traded scores here. Taking a long time to line up for this extra point. They'll go for 2 here. And now we're going to get a legal procedure as 3 men started to move here for Marathon. They had some sort of trickery lined up. And they will mark off the penalty here. See if that changes what they want to do.
The indication is that it's a false start against Marathon. Be a 5-yard penalty.
So the ball will be marked back to the 8-yard line. And they will line up in the gun, 2 receivers to the right. Huxma wants to pass. He's being rushed. He throws it in the end zone. It's going to be intercepted. And that will be no good on the 2-point conversion. Intercepted at the goal line. And that was Daniel, that was Ryan Shaw on the interception of the 2-point conversion. So the score remains Assumption 15, Marathon 14. We'll take a break. You're watching Assumption Marathon High School football on Zaleski Sports.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Tom King back here at Wisconsin Rapids. Our game brought to you in part by Kerry Van Ert. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And like a good neighbor, Kerry Van Ert State Farm is there for you in Wisconsin Rapids. Get a free quote from Kerry Van Ert State Farm on auto, homeowners, renters, business, life, short-term income protection, long-term income protection, as well as banking products. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And like a good neighbor, Kerry Van Ert State Farm is there for you in Wisconsin Rapids. You can find Kerry Van Ert State Farm on Facebook to get started. Marathon will kick it away here. Rapids Assumption will get the ball back with 6:36 to play in the first half. It's a squib kick. Going to be fielded by one of the upmen at about the 28 across the 30, 35, and out near the 38 or 39 yard line, falling forward for a couple of extra yards. On the carry was, or on the return was Mason Kubis. So Kubis will take it out, and Assumption has an injured player down on the field. And I tell you what, while they attend to the injured player, we'll take another break here if we can. It's 15-14. Rapids Assumption with the lead. We'll be back in a moment. You're watching Assumption Marathon High School football on Zaleski Sports.
Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, has been a Central Wisconsin resident her entire life. That means she has the inside edge on knowing the landscape and what it takes to care for your real estate needs. Whether you're buying or selling, Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, is your friend and neighbor, ready to help.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, with experience in residential and commercial real estate. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Wisconsin River Orthopedics has been providing comprehensive care to Wood County for over 50 years. We offer urgent care for orthopedic pain and injuries, joint replacement, along with focused sports medicine care from evaluation to rehabilitation. Our facilities offer a spacious rehab center to get you back to doing what you love most, along with the latest technology in our ambulatory surgery center and a comfortable open MRI. Stop living with pain and limited range in your joints. Turn to Wisconsin River Orthopedics and get back to the way life is meant to be.
We're back here as the injured player for Rapids Assumption, Bryson Drollinger, is helped off the field. Looks like something with one of his legs. He's being helped to the sideline where the trainers will take a look at him. Could be cramping, but I think it looks more like it's something else. It is a humid, sticky night here, so there probably will be some cramping problems with players. We haven't seen much of it yet, but that might be what this is, although it appears they're looking at his right knee. All right, Assumption will come to the line with the football, 1st and 10 on their own 38-yard line. And now we get a whistle, and what are we going to have? Flag is thrown. Looks like one of the Marathon players lined up in the neutral zone. Looks like Assumption's going to get a free 5 yards here.
The indication is an offside against Marathon. Be a 5-yard penalty. And it will be a
1st down and 5 now for Assumption as they come to the line. Jack Klott, the quarterback, under center. They're going to hand it off to the fullback. That's Lieberg. He puts his head down and powers out across the 45 to about the 49. Going to be close to a 1st down. Looks like he got it.
And that'll set up another Assumption Royal 1st down.
Unofficially, Lieberg with 73 yards on 11 carries so far. He's been the workhorse for Assumption. 1st and 10, Royals. They come quickly to the line. They're going to give it to Lieberg again. He's got a big hole. He breaks a tackle, goes down the sideline. One man to beat, a big stiff arm, and he is going to get into the end zone. That is just an incredible run by Nick Lieberg right there. That's 50 yards on the carry for Lieberg, and he takes it into the end zone for a touchdown. Couple of big stiff arms at the end of that one freed him down the near sideline. And that takes him up to 123 yards on the ground as well. Big run for Nick Lieberg. He's having a big night here for Assumption. Second touchdown of the night for Lieberg. 50 yards on the run. They'll line up to go for 2 here. And they're going to hand it off. This is Lieberg again, powering in. Did he get in? I think they stood him up that time. No, they're going to say no, he didn't get in. It was close.
The 2-point conversion attempt is unsuccessful.
No good on the 2-point conversion attempt. He might have been winded yet from that 50-yard run. He got stood up right near the goal line. So Assumption has moved out now to a 21-14 lead. We'll take a break and come back with more. You're watching Assumption Marathon High School football on Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great child care you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
And we're back here at Wisconsin Rapids as Marathon gets set to receive the kick again from the Royals. Whitetail Properties, one of our great sponsors on Zaleski Sports. If you're looking for hunting or recreational property, just call Brian Rush with Whitetail Properties, 715-213-4468. 715-213-4468.
We assigned to number 22 for Assumption, Mason Kubis, back to receive for Marathon.
5:59 to play here first half. Assumption now leading 21-14. Marathon with a couple of deep men. That's Annis, and I believe it's Seehafer again. And the kick's a squibber right down the middle of the field. It's going to take a bounce and put a knee down. Looks like he put a knee down at the 19-yard line. That was Seehafer, who inadvertently went down to field that football. It was a squibber on the ground, and he put his knee down. That means he'll be down right there. He might have been able to pick up another 10 yards instead. Marathon will start at their own 19-yard line, 1st and 10 from there. Marathon has been trying to accomplish a lot through the air here tonight. 6 out of 8 through the air unofficially for Hooksma. And he operates out of the gun here with 2 receivers to the left. Now somebody missed the snap count. It's going to be an illegal procedure penalty against Marathon. It'll back him up a little bit.
Indication is a false start on the Marathon offense. Be a 5-yard penalty. 1st down and 15 to go from the 14-yard line.
A really nice night for football in mid-September. It's kind of sticky, but there's a nice breeze. The rain is holding off, at least for now. We might have some rain later. There's another game here at this field. Here's a handoff. They're going to try to get it around the right side. Annis couldn't get there. Slicing in to break that up for Assumption was Gunnar Krause. He made the initial hit. A couple of his teammates finished up, but Krause blew that play up as Annis gets thrown for a loss. Loss of about 3 on that. As they tried to run that sweep with Annis again, and he never got to the corner. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side this time. Pintor back in the gun with Hooksma. And they're going to blitz. Here it comes. He's going to throw deep. It's up for grabs right now. It's going to be, dropped. A sure interception at the 35-yard line, in and out of the hands of Manny Schultz.
With the
He just had to play that like a center fielder, and he couldn't hang on.
Third down and 17 for Marathon.
Can't believe it. He's going to be seeing that one in his sleep. The ball was like a wounded duck. It hung up in the air, and all Schultz had to do was gather it in and hit him right between the, well, he's only got a single number, so it hit him right in the number, and he couldn't hang on. Going to be third down and long here for Marathon. And Huxham wants to throw again. It's going to be inside screen. It's going to be incomplete over the head of Pintor, his intended receiver. So another punting situation here for Marathon, and Assumption should get pretty good field position here with 5:10 to play in the first half.
Fourth down and 17 with 5:10 to go here in the second quarter.
Dropping back deep for Assumption is Ryan Shaw. Shaw has one of the touchdowns tonight on that halfback option play. Stats hit Shaw with a 63-yard pass. I've got it for 63. That's unofficial. I'll have to double check on the length of that, but it was right around there, I think. Here's the punt from the end zone. It's a wobbler, knuckleball. It's going to take a bounce, Assumption bounce, and then it's going to roll dead only out at the 39-yard line, or make that 34-yard line of Marathon. So Assumption's going to have great field position here with a chance to put more points on the board before halftime. Ball took a Assumption bounce backwards. It rolled dead at the 34. And Jack Klott will bring him back to the line here, leading 21-14 and now with great field position to add to that score before halftime. They've got all of their timeouts remaining as well. They come to the line. It's going to be an inside handoff, and not much there. A couple. At Lieberg again. It is Lieberg on the carry. I think he actually gave him about 3 on that. 13 carries for Lieberg already in the first half. 126 yards, including that 50-yard touchdown run. They're going to run the option this time. Klott breaks a tackle, and he's going to pick up first down yardage and more. Now he breaks it free into the secondary, and he's going to be tackled at the 10-yard line. One of the Marathon players had him wrapped up for a loss, and he broke out of there and brought it all the way down to the 10-yard line. 22-yard carry for Klott on that one. And we're going to get a timeout called, and we'll take one as well. 4:20 to play first half. Assumption leading 21-14, but threatening again. You're looking and listening to Rapids Assumption Marathon High School football on Zaleski Sports.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
Anybody is looking for a beverage.
And we're back here, Southwood County Stadium. Both teams still huddled on the sideline with their respective coaching staffs. It's going to be first and goal for the Royals at the 10-yard line. They have scored 3 touchdowns on the night, trying to add to that here before halftime. 4:20 to play in the first half. Klott brings them to the line. Full house backfield. They hand it off. Lieberg straight up the middle, falls forward down to about the 6. Pickup of about 4 on that. Second down and goal from the 6. Lieberg has scored on a 7-yard run and a 50-yard run. Let's see if he gets the ball again. He will. No, they're going to run the option. Klott pitches out. He's got a man. Stutter step move and into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin Rapids Assumption. Nice running of the option right there. Manny Schultz took the pitch from Klott on another nice fake inside to Lieberg. And the way Lieberg's been running, Marathon's got to go with that fake. Klott waited till the last possible minute, pitched it to Schultz, who made a nice little deke and was able to get it in the end zone for a 6-yard touchdown run. So they line up to go for 2. Claude under center, man in motion, inside handoff, Lieberg again into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good.
Inside handoff to Nick Lieberg, who successfully gets into the end zone for a 2-point conversion.
And
with 3:46 to go,
the score now 29-14. Assumption with the lead. We'll take a break and come back with more. You're watching and listening to Assumption Marathon High School football on Zaleski Sports.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
And we're back here at Rapids as Marathon will get the football back again here. 3:46 to play. Our game brought to you in part by Zach's Technology, Rapid Sheet Metal, Sparhawk Trucking, Trading Post, and Scott Krug Realty, our game day sponsors of today's football game. Also, I mentioned earlier the post-game show. Today's post-game show for this game is brought to you by Heartland Farms. Heartland Farms, a 5th-generation potato and vegetable farm producing many varieties of chipping potatoes and currently farming 27,000 irrigated acres and growing. They're currently the cream of the crop in the potato farming industry. You can learn more at heartland.farm. That's heartland.farm. They will be bringing us the post-game show tonight. There's another game, as we mentioned, at this facility when we're done with this one. Wisconsin Rapids and Stevens Point in Valley Football Association play, playing for the River Jug, a rivalry game here tonight at Southwood County Stadium, and we'll have that for you on Zaleski Sports as well. Here's the kick from Assumption. It's another squibber, going to be taken by, well, no, it gets past one of the up men and goes out of bounds. So that'll be a flag, and Marathon will get decent field position here. They kicked it to the side, hoping that somebody would grab it. Good. I don't know if the Marathon player did that on purpose, let it go past him or not, but it worked out as it goes out of bounds, and the penalty will give Marathon good field position here. Or are they going to make him kick it again? No, they're going to mark the football down, I would think. Yeah, they're going to have the football at the 35-yard line. So decent field position.
where they'll have a 1st and 10.
3:46 to play. Marathon has 2 timeouts remaining. Nice breeze picking up here at Rapids. Otherwise, it's been pretty sticky. The sun's still out, as you can tell. Out of the gun. Hooksma wants to throw. He's got a man. That's through the hands. Incomplete. He had a man open at about the 40-yard line. And it was just dropped that time by Parker Mathwick.
2nd and 10, Marathon.
2nd down and 10. They haven't changed the down marker on the sideline. They still have 1st down. It should be 2nd. See if somebody catches that before they run the play here. Still says 1st down. They have not caught it yet. It should be 2nd down. Now they want to throw it again. They've got a man. It's caught this time, and it's going to be a 1st down, so now they don't have to change it. Ball came loose, but it's out of bounds. But it's going to be a 1st down across the 45-yard line.
Nice completion on the play from number 11, Cooper Hooksma, to number 3, Daniel
Lakua made the catch. 11 yards, 1st down. And it's going to be a 1st down for Marathon at their own 46-yard line. 1st and 10. They want to throw again. Penalty flag. Pass is caught. Nice tackle right near midfield. The catch was made by Tyler Underwood. Let's see what the flag's all about, though. Officials are going to talk about it here. They're going to pick up the flag. No, they're going to mark it off against Marathon. It's going to be a legal procedure against the Raiders.
The penalty is an illegal formation against Marathon.
And the ball will be marked all the way back to the 41-yard line. It'll be first down and 15. Clock moving, 3:06 to play here in the first half. Assumption up 29-14. Hooksma, 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Straight drop. He wants to throw. Pump fake. Now he wants to throw deep. Good pass. He's going to overthrow his man. His man went out of bounds anyway. It would have been illegal for him to catch the football as he was, I don't know if he was pushed out of bounds or leaned on as he went out of bounds, but that was a tight spiral that time by Hookster, but he overthrew his man by about 10 yards. And it's incomplete. It's going to be second down and 10. They haven't changed the down marker again. That guy is falling asleep at the switch over there. This is the second time that he's forgot to switch it to second down. And they still haven't switched it. Now somebody gave him the word. There you go. Second down and 10. They want to throw again. Hooksman's got time. He wants to throw deep. He's got a man. It's going to be intercepted. What a great interception that was. Holy cow. Going up to get the interception was Ryan Shaw. That was really athletic as the receiver didn't know he was there. The receiver didn't jump. Shaw went up high and took that one away for the pick. And Assumption gets the ball back here with 2:42 to play in the half and all 3 of their timeouts remaining. So let's see what they want to do here. I would imagine they want to try to put more points on the board. Why not? First and 10 from their own 35. Man in motion. They're going to hand it off to Lieberg and just run it up the middle. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Hand off to number 26, Nick Lieberg.
Maybe they'll be happy to go into halftime with this lead. They get the ball to start the second half. So that was a big pick right there. Not only do they keep Marathon from trying to score here, they also get the ball to begin the second half of football if they can run this clock out. Hand it off to Lieberg again. Tough yards. You got it out to the 40. Maybe a couple there, 2 or 3.
Once again, Nick Lieberg on the tackle, on the carry. Tackle by
16 carries here in the first half for Lieberg. Hope he's got a lot of fluids. Have to pound some Gatorade at halftime. Third down and about 5. They've got a wide receiver split wide left. That's Shaw again. Man went in motion for a moment. Now he's set. Eye backfield. They're going to give it to the front man in the eye. That's Lieberg. He powers ahead. Did he get to the first down marker? I think he did. It is going to be a first down at about the 47-yard line. Nick Lieberg is really getting it done here tonight. I've got him unofficially for 140 yards here in the first half on 17 carries. First and 10, Assumption. Clock moving, though, a minute 22, so I think they're content to run the clock out here and go into halftime and then set something up for the second half. Although Clot wants to throw now, and he wants to throw down the field. It's going to be incomplete. Shaw broke off his route. I don't know if he thought that ball was going to come on a shorter route than it was. Clot threw it over his head. He was able to get one hand on it, but it's incomplete. I've got that as the only the first pass attempt by Clot. The other pass was the halfback option that went for a touchdown. Otherwise, they've been keeping the ball on the ground. They give it to Lieberg again, breaking tackles and getting it out down across midfield, down to about the 44-yard line of Marathon.
Nick Lieberg on the carry. Third down.
It's about a pickup of 9 on that. And it will bring up third down and short. Under a minute to play in the half. They're going to run the option here. Clot pitches it out. Now cutting it back and breaking tackles. It's going to be a first down on the carry for Cade Stotts.
By number 23, Cade Stotts. Tackle made by number 14 for Marathon, Tyler Underwood.
And it's going to be 1st and 10 at the Marathon 37. Clout wants to throw. He rolls out right, being flushed. Now he throws. He's got a man that's caught and immediately tackled. They're going to give him forward progress, I think, to about the 31, I think at the 29-yard line. And it's going to be a timeout called here by Assumption with 25 seconds remaining in the half. I'll tell you what, we'll keep it right here.
5 seconds to go here in the second quarter. That is their first.
Our game brought to you in part by Spectrum Benefit. Spectrum Benefit Solutions with offices located throughout central Wisconsin. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. Also by Rustic Redefined. Rustic Redefined provides a boutique shopping experience with unique and affordable clothing and accessories to fit your individual style. Shop Rustic Redefined, 8th Street in Wisconsin Rapids. 25 seconds remaining here in the first half. Assumption leading 29-14. They have the football in Marathon territory at the 30-yard line. They have 2 timeouts remaining. So let's see what head coach Jeff Sullivan decides to do here. Full house backfield behind Clod, who's under center, wide receiver wide to the left. They're going to hand it off Lieberg, and not much doing there. He's tackled immediately, no gain on the play. Making the stop for Marathon there was Peyton Lawrence. So it's going to be 3rd down. And they stop the clock again, Assumption does, using another timeout. Why not? You can't take them with you. And with 19 seconds to play, the clock stops once again. Our game here tonight is brought to you in part by Solaris. Today's broadcast brought to you by Solaris. With so much of our lives riding on the internet these days, choosing a provider you know and trust has become more important than ever. Solaris's fiber network is the fastest technology available. It's more reliable than cable internet and provides equal upload and download speeds. Solaris has been keeping central Wisconsin connected for over 125 years and has the speed you need. Call, stop in, or visit Solaris.net to learn more. All right, Assumption's got 1 timeout remaining if they choose to use it, but only 19 seconds remaining on the clock here. So let's see if they've set up a play to go down the field and get it a little bit closer to the end zone. Clout will be under center. And they're going to run the option. They're going to throw that halfback option again. Stotts throws it downfield. He's got a man. Shaw is going to catch it, and he's going to get down inside the 5-yard line. I tell you what, the official was ready to throw the flag for pass interference. He put it back in his pocket as Shaw made the catch. The second time tonight, the halfback option works.
For the Royals, timeout Assumption. Their 3rd and final of the half.
26 yards on the halfback option. Make that 28 yards. They got it down to the 4-yard line. So Stats has thrown 2 passes tonight and completed them both to Shaw. The official was going to call pass interference. He had the flag out of his pocket and then decided not to throw it when Shaw caught the pass. And it's going to be 1st and goal from the 4. Just 10 seconds remaining. Assumption has used their final timeout. So, what do you do here if you're Assumption? Do you give it to your big guy who's been having a lot of success running the ball inside? Nick Lieberg, the senior, has 149 yards and a couple of touchdowns. But if he doesn't get in, you can't stop the clock again. Can you get 2 plays away through the air with only 10 seconds? We're about to find out. Klott will operate under center. Full house backfield behind him. Man in motion. He's going to roll out. He's going to throw it out in the flat. He's got a man, but it's incomplete. And they will get another play. That play only took 3 seconds off the clock. He was trying to get it to Stats in the right flat. Incomplete. It's going to be second down and goal from the 4. This first half has taken a long time to play. They're going to throw it across the middle. It's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get a quick hitter into the end zone. Trying to get it to Joey Moyer. Incomplete. And third down and goal from the 4 with 4 seconds left. So they are using every bit of this clock here in this first half of football. They lead at 29-14, trying to add to that lead here at the end of the first half. Plus, they'll get the ball to begin the second half. They're going to kick a field goal here on third down with only 4 seconds remaining on the clock, or attempt a field goal anyway. It's going to be Mason Kubis who will attempt the field goal. The ball will be marked at about the 11-yard line. And now Marathon is going to call a timeout here. We'll keep it right here.
Timeout on the field called by Marathon. That is their second.
Our game is brought to you in part by Mobile Link in Wisconsin Rapids. Your go-to for car and boat services, including window tinting, remote start, and accessorizing. And also Zach's Technology in downtown Wisconsin Rapids. Your go-to for residential and commercial computer repair, custom-built desktops, off-site backup, and mobile repair as well. That's Zach's Technology. As we mentioned, Marathon back in action next week at home, taking on Abbotsford. And Assumption will be here in Wisconsin Rapids, facing off with Iola Scandinavia next week. Still to come here tonight, the River Jug game between Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln and Stevens Point. And we'll have that game on Zaleski Sports as well when we are done with this one. All right, let's see if Kubis can knock this through. Ball we marked at the 11-yard line. Actually, they changed their mind. Now they're going to go for 2. Or they're going to go for the touchdown, excuse me. They're going to go for the touchdown with 4 seconds left. They've pulled the field goal unit off the field, and they're going to go for the touchdown here from the 4-yard line. And now Marathon is going to take another timeout, their final timeout. They were expecting a field goal attempt, and they weren't ready for a touchdown attempt there with 4 seconds left. So Marathon takes their final timeout.
That is their third and final of the half.
This first half of football has taken an hour and 17 minutes. Not often that a high school football half takes that long, but there have been a lot of pass plays. There have been a lot of scores. And now this last 4 minutes has just taken forever as both teams have used all their timeouts. And it's just been a very slow-moving half of football. I would expect to see maybe a more quickly and sharply run second half, but we'll see. Assumption leads at 29-14 here, trying to add on. And they're going to go for it here. Third and goal from the 4, but only 4 seconds remaining. So this will be the final play of the half, you would think. Unless there's a penalty or something. Let's see. Klott under center. Man in motion. They're going to give a quick hitter to Herbig. Can he make it? He breaks a tackle and get it in. Herbig was stopped at about the 2, and he powered through and got it in for the touchdown. And Herbig with his second touchdown, that third touchdown of the night. This one from 4 yards out. And Assumption with the lead 35-14, pending the conversion here. Big night for Nick Lieberg so far. 3 touchdowns. And unofficially, 153 yards on the ground on 19 carries. They line up to go for 2. And inside, that's Lieberg again. Did he get it in? Yes, he did. 2-point conversion is good for Assumption, and that will do it for the first half of football. Well, it took a while to get here, but we are at halftime, and Assumption has increased the lead now 37-14. You're watching Assumption Marathon High School football on Zaleski Sports.
Welcome to Key Savings Bank. Why so serious?
It's my game face. Happens every football season. I know with your great lineup of financial services, you can give me the competitive advantage, right?
Right.
Up the middle with straight ahead checking.
Over the top with a low interest mortgage loan.
Sweep to the left with a high yield CD.
Then drive home with an auto loan flea flicker.
Wow, what a game plan.
And a championship staff to go with it.
No, look out for this. Water cooler.
Key Savings Bank, where you'll feel right at home.
I'll get the mop.
Zaleski Sports Hard Knocks DC Everest is sponsored by Security Health Plan. Security Health Plan, promises kept, plain and simple. Two of the offensive leaders for the 2022 DC Everest Evergreens are senior quarterback Jack Bobinski and senior center Cole Stevens. Well, at least he caught it, though. That would have been embarrassing if he dropped it. I mean, it was embarrassing enough to begin with.
Call me baby, my baby, me and Naughty, driving a Ferrari.
We got practice today and then first day of school tomorrow. So tell us about strategies about how to handle school and football at the same time. You're a senior, so you've had these strategies before.
Right. So sometimes you'll just be in class, and whenever you have a lot of time to work, or just whenever the teacher's not talking, you can sit on your iPad, watch Huddle. That's how I always did it. Whenever I had time in the class, I would always pull up Huddle, always kind of see what we're doing. It's not too much of a big deal when school plays into factor. It's either I'm at home or I'm watching it, we're planning stuff, writing down plays, or just in school. So I don't think about it too much, but it's not too difficult to cope both together.
Okay, so I'm gonna hand this to you. This is with sports. On the roster, they got you at 5 foot tall. I mean, you're at least 5
5 foot tall.
5 feet? You're at least 5'2", right?
Of course. I'm 6 foot. With cleats on. With cleats on.
6'4" too.
Come on, bro. 5 feet.
So that's coach, right? We got to get coach to correct that. That's where they get that from.
Yeah, they also didn't put my rushing touchdown on there either. On our statistic ones.
Oh.
You're like 5'2".
I'm 5 foot apparently.
Yeah, well, to some. Yeah, to some.
Right.
So that's a statewide resource. DC Everest is known statewide. Tell us about that. What, the tradition, the history here about being known statewide.
Yeah, we used to be a powerhouse school. Coach Wayne Steffhagen, he was the man. He always set the tone around here. So we always had the athletes, we had the skill, we had the coaches. I guess it just went downhill like in the past, like a lot of years, like not recently, but it's just been kind of declining from what we used to be. We used to be powerhouse top 5 school, but ever since it's just been kind of slowly going downhill, but we're working to bring it back up. I definitely feel like we're one of those teams that can definitely be up there, at least in the rankings. We just got to show it.
So quarterback, in this offense, sometimes in the shotgun, sometimes in the pistol, some under center. So tell us what it's like getting your hands under Cole's butt half the time.
I love it. We've been doing it for a while now, and it's nothing new, especially off the field. So. What? Yo. Nah, but.
All right, so Cole Stevens, offensive lineman. What about why football, right? You could run cross country, maybe, right? Maybe some of these kind of check themselves off the box.
Yeah.
And we got soccer going on. You can work. Why football? What is it about football?
It's the only time you can legally hurt someone and not get in trouble for it. I mean, you can take out all your anger, all the stress, everything on the field. It's all awesome.
You and the other 4 on the offensive line, and there's others too, but the 5 of you that are out there, you're kind of a fraternity. You're a band of brothers out there on the offensive line. Tell us what that's like.
It's great stuff. We hang out all the time. We have food parties at my house. We swim at my house. We go out. We watch movies together. It's amazing. When you guys are all tight together, 5 linemen, it's awesome.
And then you get to call the huddle. So you're in charge of a lot out there. Who gave you this kind of authority?
I kind of proved myself over time, and then talks to Strelo and whatnot, talks to the other coaches. They trust me, they trust Jack, and we try to lead the office as best as we can.
And there's got to be some downtime. So school's done, football's done. You got to relax. What's your go-to?
Man, hopping on, playing little video games, watching Breaking Bad, eating a whole lot of food, drinking a lot of water. Yeah, that's about it. Fortnite, yeah.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Legally, yes, but I'm gonna say no.
Okay, why? What is it?
It's a wiener and a bun. Right? I mean, bro, what did you say?
You heard it here. You heard it here first. We got the run going. Rallies walking the 40. 40. Six out of left, pass, no one-on-one. Ready, go.
I'm here to flow.
Afterwards, we're down by 12 right now. So we score, we're down by 5. We get the ball back with the time left to score to win. And that'll be 10 for 0. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It ain't even school yet. That's a lot to think about. 32. Keep working. Let's go. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's go. It's good recovery. Go Steven, NFL ball. Kill. 30 seconds. Go. Good. 25 seconds left. Come on, Blake. Hey, those are the little things, though, guys. Again, we've talked about that before. The little things make a big difference. It's not the cool thing. I'm going to tell you that right now because most people are going to look at you like, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? But you got to be better than that. You got to be above that. You got to go. You've got to go. It is serious stuff. It makes a big difference when you go establish that yourself with that teacher and make that relationship because you're going to get the better grade then. Whatever you need to do to get to the better grade, you've got to do it. One day you're going to have to do it with your boss too, right? Could be the difference of a pay raise as you go. It makes a big difference. Do it. What is it going to hurt? What is it going to hurt? Hey, I'm super proud of you guys. Yeah, we stumbled last week. We stumbled. And you had two choices at that point. We talked to you about it. You're going to sit and whine like a baby, or are you going to step up and you're going to work? I thought today was our best practice of probably the year. Today was the best practice. There was really good tempo. Guys were flying around. We were talking. We were communicating. We were doing a good job. That's what it takes. You're setting yourself up for success for Friday night. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm telling you, you're doing some right things here. Okay, we could have done better in the classroom, right? We missed an opportunity today with you guys in the classroom to go establish yourself with those teachers. Making sure that you're helping somebody. I'll tell you, the sophomores were walking around. I asked those guys today, I said, was it beneficial that you guys had a day without the juniors and seniors? And just about everyone said yes, because they don't have to worry about the juniors and seniors. So they're a little worried tomorrow to be in school with you guys. You need to make sure that you go out of your way to help those people. You make sure you go out of your way to help them, okay? Because that is going to be huge to make sure we start the school year off right, and you help those sophomores. Be that guy. Don't be the guy that's sitting there going, I'm not going to help these sophomores. I remember when I was a sophomore. No, be better than that.
Help them out tomorrow, first day in school, with all of you guys together. Make them feel comfortable and a part of our group. That's how you build this program, too. It's huge. It's huge. Good practice today. Thought you did a heck of a job. Miller, you got in the middle?
Hey, specialist got to see me. Kicking specialist got to see me after practice. And the green offensive line, see me after practice.
Hog Chomp at my house tomorrow. It's pretty close to Jack's, couple blocks. Please go RSVP on band. And yeah, let's have a good practice tomorrow. Kick-ass against Appleton West on Friday, all right? Trees out to the family on 6. 1, 2, 3.
You are looking at Wayne Steffenhagen Field at Howard Steam Stadium. I'm Chris Conley, and the Evergreens are on the air. Week 3 of the high school football season. Ball's on the tee, ready for the kickoff. Week 3, lads, light this candle. Evergreen and terror's underway. That goes over the head of the return man and into the end zone. Ezra Brown, who's got speed to burn, misjudged that, had to go right over his head, so 20-yard line, 1st and 10. They're not in punt formation here on 4th and 3. Let's see if they shift at the last minute. Going for it on 4th down, deep in their own end. Quarterback steps up. That doesn't work. Again, the Evergreens trying to capitalize on the shortest of fields after Appleton West turned the ball over on 4th down. Handoff, power football, Blake to the end zone. Touchdown, Evergreens! Trips up high. The Evergreens like to blitz in this spot. Protection, wow, that's a hold that's not called. And the quarterback is going to run, and there is the late flag. 3rd and 2, and West needs a 3rd down conversion like the desert needs rain. They take a one-on-one shot. You know, the Evergreens a lot of times on defense put their defensive backs on that island one-on-one. Took a shot downfield, pass is too long and incomplete. Caden and Blake Bangston are the backs here behind Bobinski. Bobinski will throw. Has protection, throws back across his body. The one that you don't want to, no matter, he's got it. Preston Miller, with 3-2 on the official game clock. Yeah, this will count to the flat, one-on-one coverage. First contact couldn't quite get there. Second does. This is going to be short. Did that ball come loose? It's a turnover, and the Evergreens have it. As the receiver was going to the ground, boy, and suddenly the rushed play works against Appleton West too. The ball's turned over, and the Evergreens have it. A few times today, the Evergreens have 3rd down from behind the chains. Twins to either side. Straight drop. Now the protection breaks down. Bobinski is flushed out. Throws. All alone. Broken coverage. And the Evergreens, wow, there was no one within 15 yards. It's Clay Holman. 2 backs behind Bobinski. 2nd man through to the end zone. Touchdown, Blake Bangston from 4 yards out. Twins.
Great job.
Twins to either side. Protection's good again. Now a late rush. To the end zone. Open. Touchdown, Evergreens. Late flag. Flag in the backfield. Personal foul. Roughing the passer. So the 17-yard, you know what? The quarterback's happy to take the lick if the ball's in the end zone, right? Twins to either side. Bobinski in the pistol. This formation tells me we're looking for more. 3-step drop. Protection's good. To one-on-one coverage. 1 play later. Touchdown. A 3rd touchdown catch for Preston Miller. A 30-yard strike. That was a really nice ball from Bobinski. Welcome back to Steffenhagen Field. I'm Chris Conley. We wrap up our Week 3 high school football coverage. The Evergreens 44-22 winners over Appleton West. And the happy guy to my right is Coach Tim Strelo. Coach, last week the game turned on a mental mistake, and you said to the team last week, we got to turn the page quickly from this. They really did. They passed a test tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. After the game was over, I challenged the guys immediately to say, you know, we hit adversity. You know, we stumbled, we didn't win the game, we didn't do what we wanted, and how are you going to respond? Talked all week about responding positively, working harder, getting it done in practice, and I really feel like this game was won in practice. The guys responded really well with great attitudes all week in practice, and I think it showed.
Preston Miller, wide receiver, had 3 touchdown catches today. The first one, your quarterback threw across his body. And we're saying in the press box, no, you don't throw that way. And he did, and found you in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, he's been doing a really good job this year, and we knew from last week we had to get better.
Jack's a great quarterback. He made a great throw. And
Bien crazy, tú me dices baby, yo te digo maybe, tú te pones sexy.
he does a great job at seeing the field.
And the two other touchdown the catches were actually nice catches. One-on-one coverage where it looked like both times you beat your defensive back.
Yeah, that's my job. I mean, as a 6'4" receiver, I just know I got to go up and get it and be aggressive. And yeah, Jack put it there, and I caught it. And I'm Preston Miller, and I'm in the house.
Be that guy. Don't be the guy that's sitting there going, I'm not going to help these sophomores. I remember when I was a sophomore. No, be better than that. Help them out tomorrow, first day in school, with all of you guys together. Make them feel comfortable and a part of our group. That's how you build this program, too. It's huge. It's huge. Good practice today. Thought you did a heck of a job. Miller, you got in the middle. Hey,
Specialists got to see me. Kicking specialists got to see me after practice. And the green offensive line see me after practice.
First of all, hog trough at my house tomorrow. It's pretty close to Jack's, couple blocks. Please go RSVP on band. And yeah, let's have a good practice tomorrow. You don't do it like me. Appleton West on Friday, all right? Trees on there, family on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Family!
Well, we're back here at Wisconsin Rapids, Southwood County Stadium. We're at halftime. Both teams are returned to the field. We'll get set for the second half of football. Wisconsin Rapids Assumption leading Marathon 37-14. Scoring 23 unanswered points in the second quarter to build this lead here. And it's been a big night for Assumption running back Nick Lieberg. Unofficially, I've got him for 19 carries, 153 yards, and 3 touchdowns of 6 yards, 4 yards, and 50 yards. He has also added 2 two-point conversions as well. So 22 of the 37 points are from Nick Lieberg. The other Assumption scores: a 63-yard halfback option pass from Cade Stats, and that was completed to Ryan Shaw. And the other touchdown was a 6-yard run on a pitch to Manny Schultz, who took it in from 6 yards out for the touchdown. Marathon's 2 scores: a 1-yard run by Matt Annis, and also a 7-yard touchdown pass from Hooksma to Mathwick. Parker Mathwick caught the touchdown pass, but Marathon hasn't been able to do much offensively. 19 yards rushing net and 108 yards passing, unofficially 127 yards of offense for Marathon in that first half. Unofficially for Assumption, 204 yards on the ground and 94 through the air. Lieberg leads the way with 153, 12 yards on the ground for Cade Stats, and 39 yards unofficially for quarterback Jack Klott. Stotts has completed 2 passes. And of course, one was that long touchdown pass on the option. Klott is 2 out of 3 through the air. 1 out of 3 through the air for Klott on the night. All right, both teams getting set for the second half kickoff. Assumption's going to get the ball. They won the toss and deferred to the second half, and that proved to be a really good decision considering they scored the final touchdown of that first half with no time on the clock. So the Marathon defense has got to get right back out there, and Assumption will get another chance here to go on offense, already leading 37-14. All right, Marathon will kick it away. Line drive kick. It's going to be taken at about the 12-yard line, across the 15, the 20, the 25, straight up the middle, and a big hit across the 30 to about the 33 or 34. Joey Moyer on the return for Rapids Assumption, and it'll be 1st and 10. Royals from their own 30, see where they mark it, 33, 34-yard line. That was a long half of football, time-wise. Both at least Wisconsin Rapids, Lincoln is here getting ready for their the second game here tonight. They're playing Stevens Point in the River Jug game. Assumption's going to hand it off. No, Klott's going to keep it, and he gets knocked down hard across the 35 to about the 37-yard line. Pickup of maybe 4 on that. Hard-earned yards. Well, that was Klott on the carry on that one.
After a gain of about 5, setting up second down.
And it'll bring up second down. And about 5. Long time under center for Klott this time, and this time they give it inside. No, they give it to Stotts, and he's going to pick up first down yardage. They fake the handoff again inside to Nick Lieberg, and then handed it to Stotts, who gets the first down, picks up about 5 on that.
First down, Royals.
And it's 1st and 10, Assumption from their own 43-yard line. Long time under center. Why not? You got a big lead. Take as much time as you can. Inside handoff. This is Lieberg carrying tacklers across the 45 to about the 47-yard line.
Nick Lieberg on the carry up the middle for about 4-yard lines.
Picked up about 4 or 5 on that.
Second down and 6, Assumption.
Second down and 6 for the Royals. They would like nothing more than to grind this out, go the distance, and run a lot of clock. Here's Lieberg again, breaking it. A big hole. He breaks it out to the outside, still on his feet as Marathon's trying to rip the ball away. He holds it and goes down at about the 36-yard line.
Nick Lieberg, who makes a nice gain and sets up another Assumption Royal first down.
And that's going to pick up about 12 on that. First and 10, Rapids Assumption. And you got to know at this point in the game, with Marathon, a lot of these guys playing both ways, the defense is going to get tired, especially if they got to have to keep trying to tackle Nick Lieberg, who is a load. And this time they're going to run the option. Klott's going to pitch it out. They're going to try to get it around the corner, and they won't. Good tackle, open field tackle. Manny Schultz went down. Making the stop for Marathon coming in there was Parker Mathwick. Mathwick and Underwood talking. The PA announcer gave the tackle to Underwood, and Mathwick said, "No, wait a minute, that was me." And they were having a little fun with that. Mathwick made the stop on that. It's going to be second down and 10. Call it no gain on the carry by Schultz. Inside handoff, Lieberg again. Powers for a couple. Got it down inside the 35 to about the 33. Pickup of maybe 3 on that. Third down and 7 now for the Royals. As they take their time getting the signal from the sideline. Inside handoff, Lieberg again. He's going to be knocked down after a short gain. Didn't get much there, maybe to the 30, depending on where they mark him. And it's going to be a 4th down. I would imagine they'll go for it here. This spot in the field. 4th down and about 5. Let's see if they decide to go through the air here. Klott has only thrown 3 passes, completed 1. And they're going to hand it off to Lieberg again, powering ahead. Did he get the first down? I think he did. It's going to get down to about the 25-yard line. Just straight ahead power running off the right side of that offensive line. Pickup of about 5, and that's enough for a first down. So they convert the 4th down play on just a power run from Lieberg. Ball marked at the 25. As Assumption has really taken command of this line of scrimmage here. They scored 23 unanswered points to end the first half, and now they're pounding it down the field to begin this second half. Not quite sure what the delay is here. The officials are having a conversation about something. And I think one of the players for Marathon lost his helmet, so he's got to come off the field for at least one play. Not quite sure why that rule is in there, but as long as the guy's not hurt, why does he have to come off the field? I'm not quite sure why they put that rule in, but I think his helmet came off, so he's got to come off the field. All right, it's going to be 1st and 10. We're still waiting on the officials to get back into the play here. And we're explaining what was going on over on the Marathon sideline to Coach Ryan Winkler. 1st and 10, Assumption at the Marathon 25-yard line. And now another Marathon player is being sent off the field. So Marathon is changing out 3 players on defense here. For what reason, I'm not quite sure, but I think now we're set. Clock starts, 7:15 to play, third quarter. Assumption's going to give it. No, they're going to keep it. Klott's going to keep it this time, and he's going to be dropped for a loss. Staying home that time and making the tackle for Marathon was Hector Pintor. And a loss that time. Well, they're going to say he got back to the line of scrimmage, maybe. That was being generous. 2nd down and 10 for Assumption. Man in motion, inside handoff. Lieberg again breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, and he's going to take it into the end zone. Marathon just doesn't want to tackle Nick Lieberg anymore, and that showed right there. He broke 2 tackles in the middle of the field and takes it in from 25 yards out for another touchdown for Lieberg, his 4th of the night.
Marathon Red Raiders 14.
That was just pure power right up the middle, and couple of hits by Marathon tacklers. They just couldn't wrap him up.
Number 22, Mason Kubis in the game to try the point after attempt.
They're going to try to kick this extra point. Kubis in to kick. Snap's good. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 43-14, Assumption in command here with 6:33 to play in the third quarter. We'll take a break and come back with more. You're listening and watching Rapids Assumption Marathon High School Football on Zaleski Sports.
The Trading Post in Wisconsin Rapids is Central Wisconsin's premier antique mall, consignment, and sports shop. We're the store with more selection, more items changing daily, more chances to find something unique.
Trading Post in Wisconsin Rapids, the store you can get lost in and enjoy it.
At Bauer & Fine Business Technologies in Marshfield, our company has been serving Central Wisconsin since 1955. We're still locally owned and believe strongly in supporting the communities that support us. If you're a current customer, thank you. If you're not a current customer, we'd love to work with you. Let's talk about copiers, printers, postage meters, and network services. Give us a call today at 800-288-2712 or visit our website at b-bt.com. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies. Better business together.
And we're back here at Wisconsin Rapids. We'd like to thank our game day sponsors today, Zach's Technology, Rapids Sheet Metal, Sparhawk Trucking, The Trading Post, and Scott Krug Realty. Also, Mobile Link in Wisconsin Rapids, your go-to for car and boat services, including window tinting, remote start, and accessorizing. 44-14. A dominating performance here tonight by this Wisconsin Rapids Assumption squad, both offensively and defensively. Offensively, Nick Lieberg, unofficially, I've got him for 204 yards on the ground and 4 touchdowns, along with a couple of 2-point conversions. It's been the Nick Lieberg show here. And this one, Marathon has had no answer, and Marathon has not been able to do much offensively at all. As we mentioned, unofficially only 127 yards of total offense in that first half. They did score twice, but it hasn't been nearly enough against Assumption on this night. 6:33 to play in the third, and Marathon will get the ball for the first time here in the second half. It's a squib kick, and that one is going to stay in bounds, it looks like, and they're going to have to pick it up, and they will. And here comes Marathon. This is Daniel Lacroix trying to get it around the corner. Couldn't get there and was tackled at about the 24-yard line. On the stop for Assumption there was Cade Statz. Taylor in there as well. Adam Taylor in on the stop. First and 10 Marathon from their own 24-yard line. Hooksma, they're going to throw a pass out on the flat, then trying to get Annis around the corner, stiff-armed, and he's knocked out of bounds after a short gain. Let's see where they mark him out.
Pitch on the play to number 7, Matt Annis, for a nice gain.
He picked up about 6 on that. It's going to be second down and a long 4. Call it 5. Ball marked at the 28-yard line, which is where they say he went out of bounds. Hooksma out of the gun's going to hand it off to Annis. He breaks a tackle, trying to get it around the left corner. Now he cuts it back, and he is knocked down. Hard running, but only about a yard on that play for Matt Annis. And it's going to bring up a third down now. 3rd down and 3 for Marathon. It's once again struggling to move the football here.
3rd down and 3 for Marathon.
Raiders come to the line. 3rd down and 3. They're going to try a reverse counter play that time, and he's going to be knocked down close to the first down, depending on where they mark it. They're going to say he was down short, I think. Or are they going to move the sticks? Apparently they are going to move the sticks. They gave him the mark to the 34-yard line, and that was enough for the first down on the counter play to Mathwick.
Tackle on the play made by number 23, Cade Stats.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Marathon from the 34. Clock moving, 4:40 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Hooksma wants to throw. He's got lots of time. He's dancing. He throws it up. He's going to be caught. And breaking a tackle and getting first down yardage, Daniel Lacroix for Marathon. Pass and catch of about 10 yards on that.
With a nice completion to number 3, Daniel Lacroix, for another Raider first down.
8 completions on the night for Cooper Hooksma. And that one gives him a first down at the 45-yard line. They're going to hand it off, and that's going nowhere. A couple of Royals stuffed that one. I think that was Annis, and he had nowhere to run. In on the stop for Assumption. Thomas Hannum in there.
A short loss.
Xavier Hoffman in on a stop as well. Caught a loss of 2 on the play for Annis. Struggles continue for Marathon on the ground. 2nd down and 12 now for the Raiders. Clock moving, 3:27 to play 3rd quarter. Assumption in command here. They lead at 44-14. And Hooksma wants to throw. He's got time again. Throws it across the middle. Too high. Incomplete. Off the hand of his intended receiver. That was Lacroix again.
Incomplete pass. Broken up by number 3, Ryan Shaw. Setting off a
And it'll be 3rd down and long. 3rd and 12 now. Once again, they haven't changed the down on the stick. That guy's intent on watching the game and not thinking about his responsibilities over there. Still says 2nd down. It's actually 3rd down. Now he realizes he needed to change it and does. 3rd down, 12. Hooksma wants to throw. Pump fake. He wants to go deep down the sidelines. He's got a man behind the defense. It's caught. Big catch right there for Marathon inside the 30-yard line down to about the 26.
Tyler Underwood sets up a Marathon Raider first down.
About 37 or 38 yards. Hoffman with a nice catch. And it gives Marathon a first down here in Assumption territory. They're going to throw that shovel pass to the right. Now breaking through is Pintor, and he gets it down inside the 15-yard line. That's going to be enough for another first down. He had a nice hole and picked up about 11 on that. And just like that, Marathon's in business here. With 2:27 to play in the third, they've got it down inside the 15-yard line. Ball's marked at about the 14. Between the 14 and 13. So Marathon trying to claw their way back. Down big, but looking to put some points on the board here. And Hooksma's going to keep this one, and he's going to pick up positive yardage before he's ripped down at about the 12. Didn't get much on that, maybe 2. It was only his second carry of the night. Actually, I guess that was Annis on that carry. All right. Annis ran the Wildcat that time. That makes more sense. Call it no gain. He's only got 10 yards on 8 carries tonight. Tough yards, too. Hooksma wants to throw. He's got a man down at the 5. It's caught inside the 5, down at about the 4.
Pass complete to number 3, Daniel Kua, setting up a Marathon Raider.
That is a catch of about 11. And it sets up a 1st and goal for Marathon at the 3-yard line. Clock moving, 1:06 to play here in the third quarter. So Marathon has used the pass to move down the field here. 10 completions on the night for Hooksma. And they come to the line, see what they want to do here. Out of the gun. High snap. They give it to Annis out of the Wildcat, and he's going to try to power down. He got it down near to the 2. Pickup of a couple on that. They run Annis out of that Wildcat.
Gain of about a yard or so by number 7, Matt Annis. Tackle made on the play by number 44, Joey Moyer.
Moyer makes the stop. 2nd and goal now from just inside the 3-yard line. They may get one more play away, or maybe they won't. Maybe they'll let the clock move down. 15 seconds to play here in the third. No, they're going to come to the line and try to run another play here. 2nd down and goal from the 3. Hooksma out of the gun. Hand off to Pintor to get it in the end zone. He's close. 2nd effort does. It's going to be a touchdown for Marathon on a 3-yard run by Hector Pintor. Third touchdown of the night for Marathon.
The game score to the Assumption Royals 44, Marathon Red Raiders 20.
44-20. That was the last play of the third quarter, pending the extra point here. And they'll go for 2. They want to throw it. A little slicing crossover pass is knocked away. The receiver got his hands on it, a little slant pattern, and one of the defenders knocked him off the ball, and it's incomplete, and no good on the 2-point conversion. So the score remains 44-20, Rapids Assumption. You're watching Assumption Marathon Football on Zaleski Sports.
When the last thing you need to happen does. One of our 16 mobile service trucks from Sherrill Tire and Service Center can keep you rolling and growing. Sherrill Tire and Service Center, your locally owned farm tire specialist.
Sherrill Tire and Service, keep growing and rolling with us.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
Tom King back here at Wisconsin Rapids, Southwood County Stadium. Marathon scores to make it 44-20 Assumption. Our game brought to you in part tonight by Key Savings Bank. Unlock the best home, auto, commercial, and personal loans in the Rapids area at Key Savings Bank. No matter what you're financing, Key Savings Bank has the personal touch to put you at ease. Dream big with small rates at Key Savings Bank. Also by Fleet Farm. Do you need fall cleanup supplies? Get it all at Fleet Farm. Check out their deals on mowers, carts, power equipment, grass seed, and more. Get everything you need in one stop. Get it all at Fleet Farm. Marathon will kick off here. Assumption will get the ball back to start the fourth quarter. So each team got one possession. Onside kick attempt, and the ball is covered up by one of the Assumption players. He barely got there as Marathon tried an onside kick, and recovering the football, one of the big guys for Assumption. Covering it up for Assumption was Brad Jorgensen, 6'2", 240-pound lineman. So Assumption will get good field position here to start this drive, just in their own territory near midfield at about the 49-yard line. As I was saying, each team only had one possession in that third quarter of action, much different than the second quarter, which took forever. 1st and 10, Assumption at the line. And Klott's going to hand it off. Is this Lieberg again? I think it is. He gets it inside the 50 to about the 48.
Handoff to number 26, Nick Lieberg, who gains a couple yards up the middle, setting up a second.
Call it a pickup of 3 on the carry. I've got him for unofficially 207 yards on the ground on, what do we got, 26 carries. And he's got 4 touchdowns. Big night for Nick Lieberg. 2nd down and 6. Klott taking his time under center. Looking over the defense. They're going to be a quick handoff again. No, Klott's going to keep it on the option this time, and he's going to pick up first down yardage. They went with the fake to Lieberg inside, and then Klott kept it, went around the right side, got it down inside the 40. Pickup of 9 on the carry for Klott right there. He's got 52 yards on the ground on 9 carries. Running that option. 1st and 10, Royals at the Marathon 38-yard line. Taking as much time as he can, and why not with the big lead? Not as big as it was, but it's still big. Here's the inside handoff. Lieberg again falls forward, picks up about 3. Got it down near the 35.
Carried by Nick Lieberg up the middle, setting up a second down for the Royals.
Lieberg will sleep well tonight. 27 carries, 210 yards, and we still have 10 minutes to play here in the game. We'll see if they give him some of this fourth quarter off, if they can punch in another score right here. 2nd down and 6 at the Marathon 34-yard line. Once again, Klott takes as much time as he can. He watches that back judge to see. They're going to hand it off. Lieberg cuts it back inside, carrying bodies down near the 30. It's going to be short of the first down, but he picked up 4 tough yards there.
Lieberg on the carry for a gain of about 4, setting up a 3rd down and 2.
3rd down and a couple. They look to the sideline. Head coach Jeff Sullivan signaling in the plays from the sideline. And they come to the line, burning as much clock as they can. It's Lieberg again. This time, Klott keeps it. And breaks tackles and gets it down inside the 15. Boy, what a great fake right there. Everybody went for Lieberg. They thought Lieberg was going to get the football. And Klott sold it well and then carries it all the way down for a pickup of about 17 on that. That was just really sold well, that fake. 69 yards on 10 carries now for Jack Klott. 1st and 10 from the 14 or 13-yard line. Call it the 13. Assumption has just been methodical in moving it down the field. Marathon really has had no answer for this three-pronged rushing attack. Mostly Lieberg, but Klott running that option well tonight. And an inside handoff. No, they give it to Stotts this time, and not much there. Tried to break a tackle, but is driven backwards. Maybe a loss of one on the play that time.
Number 23, Kate Stats for the Royals on the carry.
So it's second down and 11. Stats on the carry that time, picked up or got knocked down, loss of one. Clock moving, 7:56 to play in this one. Assumption leading 44-20. As they kill as much clock as they can. Man in motion this time. They're going to pitch it and try to get it to Schultz around the right corner. Can he get there? He gets some of it, gets knocked out of bounds. Manny Schultz on the carry on the pitch to the right side. Got it down inside the 10. See where they mark him out of bounds. Going to mark it at about the 9, so a pickup of about maybe 4 on that. Third down and 6. They can get a first down just inside the 3-yard line. Quick hitter, this is Lieberg up the middle, powers into the end zone for another touchdown. That's 5 touchdowns on the night for Nick Lieberg, as he just put his head down and carried tacklers into the end zone. Holy cow. What a night for Lieberg.
Making the score now, Assumption Royals 50, Marathon Run Raiders 20.
9-yard run for Lieberg.
Mason Kubis on the field to attempt the point after attempt.
They're going to kick the extra point here. Story of the night, Nick Lieberg here. 5 touchdowns and 223 yards and a couple of 2-point conversions as well. The kick is good by Kubis. 51-20 Assumption. We'll take a break and come back. You're watching Assumption Marathon Football on Zaleski Sports.
Customize your next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with a design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing. Or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at maidacustom.com.
And we're back here at Wisconsin Rapids. Our game being brought to you in part tonight by Rapid Sheet Metal. Nobody enjoys being without comfort. It's time to plan. Give the pros at Rapid Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling a call for furnace and AC service in Wisconsin Rapids. They'll be there rapidly to figure out and take care of the trouble and get your comfort working again. Call Rapid Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling 715-301-0256 or visit them online at rapidsheetmetal.com. Stone Innovations as well, one of our great sponsors tonight. Get your next countertop, island, or stone wall from Stone Innovations. They specialize in the fabrication, design, and installation of a great variety of stone products. For residential, commercial, or public structures, look to Stone Innovations at stoneinnovations.net. 51-20, the Nick Lieberg show here tonight. 5 touchdowns, unofficially 223 yards on the ground on 29 carries. And I'll be surprised if we see him back out there again if Assumption gets the ball back again. Really no point in risking him at this point, as they've got some big games coming up. Next week it's Iola Scandinavia, then Pacelli. That rivalry game Saturday, September 24th at Pacelli. Always mark that one on the calendar, I would imagine. Assumption and Pacelli, longtime foes. There's a squib kick. Line drive takes a bounce, fielded at about the 12. Out across the 20, and it knocked down. Good tackle there. Joseph Johnson on the tackle that time of Lacroix, Daniel Lacroix on the return. And Marathon will have the football at about their own 24-yard line. 7:20 to play in this one. We still have another game to come here tonight. Wisconsin Rapids, Lincoln, and Stevens Point in a Valley Football Association clash. We'll have that game for you on Zaleski Sports as well. The battle for the River Jug rivalry game early in the season in the Valley Football Association. Marathon on offense, 1st and 10. Hooksma wants to pass. He's got time. Little screen inside. It's caught by Pintor, the fullback, and he's going to be dropped after a short gain. Got maybe 3 or 4 on that pass and catch.
Completion to number 44, Hector Pinter.
His first catch of the night. Moyer on the stop for Assumption. 2nd down and 6. And that keeps the clock moving. Middle of the field, 6:55 to play. Marathon will send receivers wide left and right. Wing right as well. Hooksma wants to throw. Straight drop. Here comes a blitz. He gets rid of it. It's a wobbler. It's going to be incomplete. Short hopping his intended receiver near the 30-yard line.
Incomplete pass on the play.
3rd down and 6 for Marathon. Our game brought to you in part by Whitetail Properties. If you're looking for hunting or recreational property, just call Brian Roosh with Whitetail Properties, 715-213-4468. That's 715-213-4468. Clock stopped from that incompleted pass, and Marathon will come back to the line. They send out Daniel Lacroix wide right. And they're going to throw it to him, a little button hook. He catches it at about the 34-yard line, gets a 1st down out across the 35 to about the 37. Pickup of 9 on that pass and catch. Lacroix's having a nice night.
Setting up a 1st and 10 with 6:15 to go.
Unofficially 5 catches for 96 yards for Daniel Lacroix. He caught that long one, a 56-yarder. Earlier in the game. 1st and 10, Marathon at their own 38-yard line. 2 receivers wide to the left this time. Hooksma wants to throw again. Straight drop. He wants to throw deep down the middle of the field. He's got a man. It's going to be knocked away, but they're going to call pass interference. It looked like the defender got there just a touch early. Knocking the ball away for Assumption was Adam Taylor, but it looks like he maybe got there a little bit early. We've got an injured Marathon player down on the field. Looks like it might be a cramp. They're trying to stretch out his leg near the 35-yard line, but that penalty is going to be pass interference against Taylor. He almost timed it right, but maybe got there just a touch early. So while they deal with the injured player, we'll take a timeout. 5:50 to play, 51-20. Assumption with the lead. You're watching Assumption Marathon Football on Zaleski Sports.
Stone Innovations, home of Wisconsin's largest granite and quartz selection, is now featuring the best stones shopping experience in the state. Our brand new indoor facility allows for a home-like, comfortable atmosphere. Choose from hand-picked stone from around the world and select the perfect look for your dream kitchen in the best lighting possible. Then sit down with our free design services to customize the look of your kitchen. Our projects come with a lifetime warranty. Stone Innovations, Wisconsin's granite and quartz leader. Appleton, Rhinelander, Clover, Madison.
Tom King back here at Wisconsin Rapids. The injured player walking off under his own power, just a cramp, as it is a hot, sticky night here. Haven't had too many of those, considering how steamy it is here. So it'll be Marathon football. They marked off the penalty. The ball's going to be marked at about the 47-yard line of Assumption with 5:50 to play in this one. Outcome not in doubt anymore. Assumption with a big lead, 51-20. Marathon just looking to have some success here late in this one. Hooksman's going to throw again. Straight drop. Throws it out in the flat, trying to get it to Annis, and it's incomplete. The throw was a little bit behind Annis, and he turned late to try to make that catch, and it bounced off his shoulder pad, and then he got dumped on top of it as well. Going to be 2nd down and 10. Second down and 10 for Marathon as they come to the line. Low snap. He's able to pick it up, pump fake. They want to throw it down the sidelines. He's got a man. That's Annis. He catches it. 1st down and more down inside the 35-yard line. Nice pass and catch that time on a pump fake.
Nice gain on the play by number 7, Matt Annis. Setting up another Marathon Red Raider
Pickup of about 17 on that pass and catch. They've been able to get some things done through the air here tonight. Not much doing on the ground. 1st and 10, Marathon at the Assumption 31-yard line. They're going to hand it off this time. Big hole, and Pinter breaking tackles. He's going to have a 1st down. Picked up about 11 on that as he broke a couple of tackles on a nice, strong, hard run up the middle. Just as I say, they're having trouble on the ground. Pinter able to rip one off there and pick up about 11 yards. It's a 1st down for Marathon inside the Assumption 20 now as the Raiders starting to move this down the field. Under 5 minutes to play in the game. And another inside handoff. This is Pinter again, this time not going very far, maybe a couple. Good tackle that time by Thomas Hannum, the sophomore for Rapids Assumption. Wrapped him up and dropped him. Call it no gain on the play.
2nd and 9 for Marathon.
2nd down and almost 10. Call it no gain on that play. And they're going to the shovel pass out to Annis, trying to get around the right corner and able to stiff arm, carrying tacklers down near the 15-yard line, depending on where they mark it.
Tackle on the play by number 22.
Picked up about 4 or 5 on that.
And number 25, Adam Taylor.
Call it a pickup of 4 on the carry for Annis that time.
Setting up a 3rd down for Marathon.
He's had some tough yards. 10 carries for 16 yards tonight for Matt Annis. He has caught 3 passes for 32 yards. Clock continues to move. 3:36 to play in this one. Huxmo wants to throw. He's got a man open. It's going to be over his head. Incomplete. Trying to get it out there to Parker Mathwick. And he airmailed it over his head.
Incomplete pass intended for number 22, Chris Marcel. Pressure on the play by number 74, Thomas Hannum.
12 out of 22 through the air for Huxma here tonight.
4th and 7 for Marathon.
4th down and 7. They will undoubtedly go for it here. Down big with 3:29 to play. 2 receivers split out wide left. Wing right. Huxma out of the gun. He wants to throw. Straight drop. He's going to throw it to the end zone. He's got a man. It's going to be knocked away. It was a little bit high, and then the defender was able to knock it away and not allow the receiver to make a spectacular catch. And so Wisconsin Rapids Assumption will take over on downs here on the incomplete pass in the end zone. Let's see if we see some of the reserves getting on the field here now. Looks like we are going to have a new quarterback. This is Chase Lieberg, freshman. I would imagine Nick's younger brother. Nick's a senior. So Chase Lieberg will come in at quarterback. I would imagine we've got some new running backs in there as well. No, Nick Lieberg's still in there. Stats is still in there as well in the backfield for the freshman quarterback. Let's see what they decide to do. He's going to hand it off to his brother, and it's going to go out across the 20 to about the 24-yard line. Nick Lieberg with another carry and another 7 yards. He just keeps racking up the yardage here. 230 yards now unofficially on 30 carries and 5 touchdowns. It's one of those nights that you'll remember for the rest of your life if you're a high school football player. And they just keep feeding him the football, and why not? Getting big chunks of yardage. You can run this clock out if they want. This time they give it to Manny Schultz, and he gets it out across the 25. And it's enough for a first down. Got it out to the 29. First down, Assumption. Clock moving down to 2:27 to play. They'll just keep it on the ground and keep grinding it out and running clock. Get another first down, this game is over. May not even need to get a first down. Taking as much time as they can before they call the snap, down to 2:06 to play. And they run the option, and the freshman's going to keep it, and he gets nailed. The flag flies in late after that. So we'll see whether that's a hold or maybe a face mask. We'll see in that scrum. Chase Lieberg pops up after taking that big hit. Picked up about 3 or 4 on that.
Correction, fumble on the play, but recovered by the Royals.
The ball came out, and apparently Assumption recovered it. So there was no flag. That was the official throwing the marker in there to see where the fumble was. All right. Second down and 7 for Assumption. 1:30 to play in the game. Lieberg will take his time to take the snap. Now he will. And the ball is loose again, and Chase Lieberg will fall on it. They were having trouble with the handoff there with the freshman quarterback trying to hand it off to the running back, and it was loose, and Lieberg was able to fall on it. And it'll be third down and long. Call it no gain on that. Under a minute to play now in this one. So a couple more plays should do it here. Assumption can run the clock out, and this one will be in the books. Now a flag flies in before the snap, and that usually means illegal procedure. Let's see. Clock stops with 41 seconds to play. Actually, it looks like it's going to be against Marathon. That means encroachment. So they mark off the penalty to about the 37-yard line, and they can get a first down here and ice it. Sun is setting. The lights are on here as they'll get set for the second football game here tonight. Wisconsin Rapids and Stevens Point in Valley Football Association action. We'll have that game for you on Zaleski Sports. So look for that when we're done here. And they're going to hand it off. This is Schultz again, and he's trying to break tackles. He got hammered. A couple of tough yards. I don't think he got the first down. But that is going to be the final play of the game, and this one is in the books. 51-20 is the final score. A dominating performance by Nick Lieberg of the Royals tonight. Unofficially, I've got him for 230 yards and 5 touchdowns. He was the story here tonight. Assumption also got scores on that halfback option pass from Cade Stats to Ryan Shaw. That was a 63-yarder. And they also had 5 touchdowns, as we mentioned, from Nick Lieberg. We've got the post-game show coming up. And tonight, the post-game show is brought to you by Heartland Farms. Heartland Farms, a 5th-generation potato and vegetable farm producing many varieties of chipping potatoes and currently farming 27,000 irrigated acres and growing. Currently the cream of the crop in the potato farming business. Learn more at heartland.farm. That's heartland.farm. I want to go down and try to catch up with Rapids Assumption coach Jeff Sullivan and maybe Nick Lieberg as well, and we'll do that in just a little bit. Stay with us here on Zaleski Sports.
Rustic Redefined is the area's boutique clothing store for women and children. You'll find a personalized shopping experience with unique and trendy styles to choose from. Rustic Redefined specializes in affordable clothes and accessories with red carpet service. Find your individual style at Rustic Redefined on 8th Street South in Wisconsin Rapids and Rustic Redefined on Facebook.
What Heartland Farms is a large potato and vegetable operation. Who Heartland Farms is a group of hardworking, dedicated people who have a common vision.
Heartland Farms is an accumulation of individuals who came from family farm backgrounds, grew up on family farms, and now have come together as one larger team to own and manage a much larger farm enterprise.